Your ideas are generally silly, which is exactly why I often find myself hopping onto Twitter and asking for your silly ideas to put into a video. Today I have chosen 10 out of the many thousands I received, so let's try our best to make our way through them. Idea number 1 comes from CG Winter, and they have asked me to make a silly redstone idea machine shuffler with ideas that come from this comment. I actually really like this idea, and this is what I've constructed. As you can see, it's meant to be a brain. Yep, this is a brain. Look, we got the brain stem down there. It also has a pair of eyeballs and some eyebrows. He looks quite sweet, actually. He's quite cute, and this is going to be the idea shuffler. So we're going to be going back and forth from this machine throughout this video, getting the ideas for the builds. The first build that this thing's spitting out is a Baby Yoda flying pod. So yeah, here it is, sneaky ducky Baby Yoda's little flying pod. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Now look, okay, I've got a bit of a confession to make. I've only really seen the first 6 Star Wars films. I was really into them when I was younger. But now that I'm older, I haven't really kept up with it too much. I like the original films, okay, don't get me wrong, but I haven't kept up with it, so I haven't really seen this new TV program that everyone's raving about. Although I will say that Baby Yoda does look very cute from what I can see from all the memes. And actually, on the topic of the memes, that's what I've used as research for this build right here. So here we can see... Every single time I look at this, it makes me laugh. I actually constructed this last night. I forgot. I forgot what he looks like. So we have a baby villager here who's wearing a Yoda head that I managed to find on the internet, and he even has his little cup that he seems to hold as well. And here is the little flying pod. So let's just remove this. We'll grab ourselves a button and let's get this show on the road. So this is him cruising. This is how Baby Yoda gets around. I can't get over it. To be honest, out of all the things in this build, I personally think the little cup that he's holding is by far the greatest detail. I don't know if he ever held that cup while he's flying around in his little pod. I'm not sure, but I love it. I think this is hilarious. Anyway, back over to the ideas machine now. What are we going to be building next? All right. An anvil breaker. So this idea comes from Milo, who is apparently Santa's most hated elf, and it is a machine that instead of replacing your broken anvil, breaks your working one, which is hilarious. Now I make no secret of the fact that I'm a fan of anvil replacement systems. I think they're really cool. A system that detects when your anvil is broken and gives you a fresh one. They're awesome. But this idea is hilarious. So here is the system that I've constructed. I've got a brand spanking new anvil right here. I'm going to chuck it down. I'm ready to do some repairing. And... So that goes up like that. It crashes down, takes some damage. Still hasn't broken though. So it's going to go for another round. Up it pops. I mean, just imagine watching this. You've just spent, what, 36? I think it's 36 iron on an anvil, and you just watch this happening right in front of your eyes. It's such a stupid idea for a machine. And there we go. In case you're wondering how this works, we've got his little flush trapdoor, a little slime block launcher, and then, funnily enough, even though the anvil is considered to be a ridiculously heavy item, when it's flying through the sky, it's just an entity, and that means that it is actually affected by these bubble elevators, which means that we can use them to transport anvils, which is pretty ridiculous. Back to the ideas machine. Alright, what's it going to give me now? Okay. We have got a cannon. Shooting cannon. So this idea comes from Yanzi, and they have asked me to make a cannon that shoots out a new cannon. That also sounds quite comical. So here is my lovely cannon. I think we can all agree that this does look like a cannon. It's difficult to build things from real life in Minecraft, but if someone asked me, is this a cannon, I would say yes. Yes, it is a cannon. If I hit this button right here, you can see that we get a little explosion, and then another small cannon pops out the front. So if we just grab ourselves some buttons here, we can actually activate this thing. Bonk. And then bonk. I mean, it's not the best cannon in the world, but still, it's a cannon that shoots a cannon that actually works as a cannon. I mean, what more could you possibly want? Now, redstone-wise, there is one interesting thing about this, which is the transportation of the water, which is only possible if you directly push the thing that is holding the water with a sticky piston that is activated with a 1-tick pulse. Then you can actually move water sources, which is the only thing that allowed me to make this functional front cannon. Minecraft weirdness at its finest. Anyway, time for another idea. Let's press on this little thing here. And it's a chicken egg layer. Now, this idea comes from FudgePug, and yeah, I mean, his tweet is basically exactly the same as the piece of paper, so let's see what I've built. And I gotta say, although it's very 2012 Minecraft, I am super proud of this chicken here, this pixel art chicken that I've managed to construct. I mean, look at it, his lovely little feet, his little face. I think I have actually added, I'm fairly certain chickens don't actually have, give me a second. No, chickens don't have that, so I've given this guy a bit of a rad hairdo. But anyway, let's grab ourselves a few little egg bits here, and we install those in this spot. You know what, I'm going to put a bunch of eggs in there. Let's load up some eggs, okay? So they all go in there, and then bonk. Let's just stand back a little bit. You might want to watch out. Whoa, that's a lot more extreme than I was expecting it to be. Goodness me. Oh my word. What is this? What has this guy been eating? I don't know if that's how egg laying works. I mean, I don't know if your diet really affects the velocity in which eggs fly out of you, but clearly something's going on with this guy. Well, that was pretty nuts. Okay, let's try ourselves for another idea then. Combination lock. I mean, that's not really that silly, is it? But whatever, I'll do whatever the people want. So my combination is 1, 4, 3, 6. When I hit this button right here, this redstone lamp should turn on. Is the combination correct? Yes, it is. Oh. I've never had this before. It looks like I've got a bit of a reluctant combination lock. I think my combination lock thinks it's above giving me... I didn't connect you up to anything. I'm sorry, combination lock. You don't have to take it that seriously. What? Oh, I've just realised that, I didn't read the tweet before I went into this world. That would have explained a lot. Drawer has suggested that I build a redstone contraption that has an existential crisis. Hilarious. Hopefully we don't have too many more like that one. That was a little bit upsetting. Let's see what the next idea brings us. Live sub counter. You cannot be serious if you think I'm going to read that name. I don't even know where to start. You're going to have to help me out down in the comment section, please. And by the way, if that is your name, I'm extraordinarily jealous, because I'm sure it's the coolest sounding name ever. I just don't even know where to begin. Anyway, your idea is pretty sweet too, so I'm excited to see this thing working. It'll be cool to watch the subscribers roll in. So let's do this. 4.91 million. Is it going to change? No, it seems... Ah. Yeah, I've just remembered something. YouTube made a change. YouTube made a change to the way that they show subscriber counts. So now, yeah, they just round the number. So this is my live subscriber count. I mean, this is accurate. But it only changes every 10,000 subscribers as opposed to showing every new subscriber coming in. Alright, idea shuffler, give me something good. Okay, let's see what happens here. Theatre curtains. This idea was submitted by Zelenka, and I have to admit, it seems pretty cool. This is going to be an interesting redstone challenge. Now, would I have liked them to be taller? Yes. Yes, I would. Okay, this is a widescreen theatre, clearly. We're shooting CinemaScope here. But I just wanted to mess around with the concept. Okay, so if we flick this lever here, you can see lag happens. We turn the computer into a slideshow. What is going on? I have got a 36-core processor. Come on now! Before you computer people start shouting at me down in the comment section, I understand that it's 36 threads and not 36 cores, but still, it should be able to handle a little bit of theatrical movement. Alright, okay, let's see if it does any better on the closing. There was a little one, but it's good enough. So there are our curtains closing, and then we put the edges in as well, and then when we open everything up, those get moved out the way, and then our curtains get pulled across in sections. It's pretty cool, it's pretty interesting. We're making use of slime blocks and a little bit of honey block action. Obviously, we could make use of doing this stacked, so we could have one slime block, one honey block, one slime block, one honey block. But that would have taken ages, and I'm a little bit lazy. And by that, I mean I'd already spent about 2 hours working on that specific redstone contraption, didn't fancy making it more complicated when it wouldn't really have improved it too much. Anyway, another idea, please, brain. B-gun. Submitted by Tony Macaroni, and yeah, it is what it is. And I think we can all agree, it is the cutest gun ever. Like, if I was going to get shot by anything, it would be this. Look at it. The little face. Even the little dispenser as a mouth is quite sweet. And if we flick this lever here, you can see that it does a pretty good job at shooting lots and lots of bees. I wonder where they're going to go. Are they just going to evenly disperse outwards, or are they going to stick around here, or are they going to try and find honey? I mean, what happens in this situation? Also, how many bees can I have in this world before my computer... What happened to that one? What happened to that one? Did anyone just see what happened to that bee? He forgot how to fly! And another one! That was very peculiar. Anyway, after running it for quite some time, I can see that a lot of the bees seem to just be chilling at this level here. Like, just above the void. They're kind of flirting with death. And none of them seem to be moving. Weird behaviour. I think there's a couple more ideas in there. Let's give it a go. Redstone Box Locator. Now this could be handy. A big thank you to Garrett I for this suggestion. Anyone who watches my series on the Hermitcraft server will know I'm terrible for this, okay? I've got a shulker box with all my redstone resources in it. I chuck it down and I always forget where I've put it and I have to go on a hunt for it. So this should really come in handy. Alright. Okay. So apparently my redstone shulker box is right there. Not sure how accurate this is, given that we're in a void world, but I'll roll with it. So there we have it, ladies and gents. Those have been your silly ideas summarized in video form by me. I really do hope that you enjoyed. I absolutely love making these videos. I forget how fun they are until I do them. So I'll probably do another one soon. Submit your ideas on Twitter. Get on that. At that Mumbo Jumbo is the place to be. See ya. Probably, maybe the worst social media plug ever. I'm terrible at plugging things. I don't know how to do it. Okay. I mean, my Instagram's pretty good, though, so you can check that out, at Official Mumbo. At that Mumbo Jumbo was taken by some nutcase who decided they wanted that. Okay, doom on you, whoever did that, because that is not on. At Official Mumbo, though, for car pictures, dog pictures, and whatever else.